Do you suspect your person might not be who they say they are? I'm going to do a fully loaded you and them reading. One spread for you, one spread for them, past, present, future. If you want to personalise one of these, hop down to the video description. You can find the link for my Beacons AI in there. They're 30, no, they're not 50 quid these. Sorry. 50 quid, same day guaranteed, right? You can have them present 6 months, 12 months as well. Right, so past, present, future. So we're going to start with you, and then we're going to go on to them. So I should say, don't make any decisions off this. It might not be for you. These are collective readings. There is something called an algorithm at play. So it might just be that you're seeing a lot of content like this, so the algorithm thinks, you like this content, let's keep pumping it out at you, and this is how people get stuck. Right, so let's start with you. So, King of Wands in the reverse, Six of Swords, Temperance in the reverse. Right, so I think the suspicions have been going some time looking at this. So we start off with the King of Wands in the reverse. Wands, fire action. Court cards can be an energy within ourselves, can be the energy of somebody else around us. King's masculine energy, Queen's feminine energy. I'm going to say this is your person. King of Wands in the upright position is in his masculine power. Good ruler, good leader, not afraid of fight, not afraid of change. Reverse position is what we call toxic masculine energy. Say energy because it can be a man, woman, somebody non-binary. Toxic masculine energy can range from someone or something that doesn't want to change up to the nasty stuff. Anger, aggression, oppression, suppression, abuse, lust, power, greed. I think that they've reacted to something in a bit of a toxic way. And this is where the suspicions and doubts have started to creep in. Okay. Now, at the time, Six of Swords, this is about going in a new direction, going on to calmer waters. There is some sorrow attached to it. Now, what it's got a feel of, whatever happened, I think that you went, well, it makes me sad that they behaved that way, but I'm going to move on from it. I'm going to move away from it. Okay, I'm going to forgive them. That put you into Temperance in the reverse. So the Temperance card in the upright position is the alignment card. It's when our mind, body, soul's all in alignment. We know who we are, what we want, where we're going. You'll hopefully notice the angels pour an intro in cups. So it talks about periods of self-love, self-care, self-healing. So by accepting this person regardless of their actions and behaviours, it's actually thrown you out of alignment. Okay, let's continue. Six of Wands in the reverse, Queen of Cups. So, Wands, fire action again. Story of this card is some great war going off. This village have been out to local battle. They've won. They've returned back to the village. They're celebrating. They know the greater war is yet to be won, but they know by celebrating the little wins along the way, it boosts morale of the troops. Reverse position, feeling like you've been feeling like you had nothing to celebrate. Queen of Cups. Cups, water, emotions. Queen's feminine energy. I'm going to say this is you. Queen of Cups in the upright position is taking control on an emotional level normally. Okay, so it could be that you started to balance yourself. You started to step into that feminine power on an emotional level. The other way I can go is a bit more kind of Queen of Pentacles, people pleasery type energy, that despite this person acting in the way that they act or have acted, you're still giving them the benefit of the doubt. Okay, overall outcome card. Three of Swords. Swords are where we think words we use. We call this the heartbreak card for obvious reasons. Although it's the heartbreak card, it is swords, so it's something from the past, King of Wands in the reverse, that you're still holding on to. Okay. This card can sometimes also indicate third party dynamic because it's a 3. So if there's any third party dynamic, that's already happened. That's prior to this past spread. Right, obstacles or blockages. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So Page is a more youthful energy. Don't have the knowledge or experience of the kings and the queens. Don't have the formation of the knights. More about giving something a go. This page is about an offer. He's offering the pentacle. Now I'm going to say this represents you, okay? And I feel like you're not even giving yourself a breadcrumb of a chance at anything outside of this relationship. Removing any blockages. Three of Pentacles. Pentacles, earth, money, finance, non-financial wealth. That's what we're investing our time, efforts, and energies in. So this is a collaboration card. Okay, we've got the 3 characters, landlady, builder, architect, all working together to build this beautiful cathedral. Different roles, different skills, same long-term vision. What this is basically saying is that you deserve a person, you deserve a connection where you can build on that. They want the same things as you. Because clearly this person is toxic. This person is just I kind of want to say using you to benefit their own gain in some way. So let's go on to them. Let's see if we can unpick this a bit further. I've come over really tired. Really, really tired. If it's going to resonate with anybody. Right, Five of Pentacles. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Devil card. Right, okay, so this card's about feeling left out in the cold. Okay, got the two homeless figures here trudging through the snow. The pentacles in the stained glass window of the church. They need to lift the head above the parapet, see the church is there, be offered some help and salvation. I think, don't be feeling sorry for this person, okay, because we've got another reverse king coming up. I think this person's kind of lost and broken inside, and they know that they need to get some help and support, but they're refusing to do it. They're refusing to do it. So King of Pentacles in the reverse position. So I'm going to say this is them. King of Pentacles in the upright position is provider type king. Best way I can describe him, because he's earth energy, is like to know where he's going, how he's getting there, who's going to be there, what's cracking off, bit of money in the bank, and then he's going to pay you drinks all night. Reverse position, greedy, selfish, miserly, runs off to the man cave and sulk every time they don't get what they want. The Devil card. So the Devil card for me talks about either leaning on toxic crutches and vices, or being chained to some kind of toxic karmic connection. I think that they're well under the control of the devil energy, to be honest with you. Well under control of it, okay? And this is what they need help with. But rather than seeing what help and support's there, now normally I'd be saying they're missing out on the help and support that's there, but on this occasion I want to say they're refusing to see it, okay? Let's continue. Six of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. Right, so Six Pentacles is about either financial, energetic balance, hold fire. Seven of Swords, standard tarot book version of this card talks about sneaky, deceptive behaviour going off in the background. He's stealing the swords, he's looking behind him, he's worried about getting caught out. Okay, overall outcome card. Ten of Wands in the reverse. Ten's completion cards. This is a release card. They're the chap there carrying the bale of wands back to that village. When he gets back there, he's going to drop it like a sack of shit and say, I'm not doing this and I'm done, I'm out. It's in the reverse position. So, yeah, they're inside, they're very sad, they're very lonely, and they're depressed, and they need to get some help. But rather than facing that, they're just pulling away. And they're dipping deeper into that devil energy, which is fueling this toxic masculine energy. With the Six of Pentacles there, I think that you might live together, and I think that they're worried that if they go their own way, they're not going to be able to afford the lifestyle that they have, right? So that's the sneaky, deceptive behaviour going off in the background and why they won't release it. Obstacles or blockages. Three of Cups, water emotions. This is advice for you. We normally call this celebration card, sisterhood card. Okay, it tends to talk about having cheerleaders and supporters. I think this person has a lot of support from other people. I think that people outside of this connection can't really see what they're like. And it's almost like if I kind of go, enough's enough, you're not treating me right, you're not giving me what I deserve. I think that you're scared that they're going to spin this narrative to that support base, who are then going to paint you as the bad guy, right? Let's continue. Removing any blockages. Seven of Cups, right, so you're the shadowy figure there, big cloud out the cloud. Seven cups, out of every cup there's something different. It talks about an abundance of opportunities on an emotional level. It can talk about your manifestations and your wish fulfillments. That is waiting for you, but you have to get out of this connection first, okay? So let's go on to the present spread. So we stack them back together. Right, so present spread, some of this will have recently happened, some will be in play now, some might be coming about a week or so. Present's always going into the past. Right. Empress. Ten of Wands in the reverse. Justice in the reverse. Right, so Empress is the divine feminine. She's like the Queen's, but she's combined. She knows her worth and value. She doesn't chase, she attracts. You want this, you come and get it, but turn up right. No pages, no knights. Upright kings often might do, provided it can step up into Emperor mode. Now, I was hoping that you were stepping into that Empress energy, but you're not, okay? Because she embodies all the queens. She's the Queen of Pentacles on steroids, the ultimate people pleaser, falling in line, okay? Ten of Wands in the reverse for you as well. So you're still holding on to this. I think you kind of know that you need to let go of it. You've got suspicions this isn't right. You've seen their behaviour, but you're still holding on. All that is doing is leading to justice in the reverse. Not giving yourself or getting the justice you deserve out of this connection. Let's continue. World card. Five of Cups. Right, so I think something's going to become clear in the Justice card if it hasn't done so already, because that's going to then take you to the World card. So the World's the last of the major arcanas, and it means big cycle complete. So whereas tens are ongoing cycles and they can be big things, the World's the end of a big one. So in this case, long-term relationship potentially. Upright position, we understand it's gone full term. It's not going to get any better. Now next, what we need to do is get into the energy of the Fool. Get out of there, start a new cycle on your own. Now, the problem that I have with this is just because the World's in the upright position, it doesn't mean that you're going to get into the energy of the Fool. It's the acceptance that it's not going to get any better. Because that's then followed up by the Five of Cups. So you're the figure in black. You're in black because you're mourning or grieving the three cups that have fallen over. Now, there's 2 full ones behind him, but he's missing out. He's stuck in grieving mode. We need to turn that round. As I always say, it's okay to be angry, sad, pissed off, annoyed. Something's not worked out. Somebody's buggered off, whatever the situation is. But it's always about realising there's going to be better times ahead. So, overall outcome card. 9 of Pentacles, 9's reflection card. So you're the lady in the garden there looking over the fruits or flowers. Finally come to bloom. Before she harvests them at 10, she's looking back at all that hard work and effort she's put in. Now, in my readings, it's not normally that we hit that abundance. It's normally when stuff's gone wrong, people have done us dirty. It's about looking back and going, do you know what? I turned up, I showed up, I put the effort. And if you can't see that, fuck you sideways, you can watch me rise. The other way I can go is kind of slipping into this, well, I suppose it's the best I'm going to get. I put the effort in, let's just be happy and grateful with what we got. And I'm more liable to go that way. Obstacles or blockages. 5 of Swords. So you're the figure in the foreground, 2 figures that laid the swords down walking away. It generally talks about difference of idea, direction, opinion, etc. and who's going to come out on top. Now, what it feels like is that your person has this habit of, when they know it's kind of getting to the end of the line for them, they back down and they concede, and then you think, oh, this is good, they're listening to me, things are going to change, and inevitably they never do. Removing any blockages. 3 of Wands in the reverse. So this is about going in a new direction, turning your back on the past, about to take your first steps out into the great unknown. When it's in the reverse position, we're not doing that. I'm kind of tying it into that 4 of Swords and the World card there. You need to understand that it is you that is stopping yourself from going forwards. You've seen this person's behaviour. You've had suspicions that they're not who you thought they were. And now it's down to you to make that shift and change. So let's go back onto them. Oops. Come here. God, this deck is so difficult to shuffle. Right. Let's have a look. Hanged Man. 4 of Cups in the reverse. Empress in the reverse. Right, so Hanged Man. So Hanged Man for me is a leap of faith card. Yes, the Fool is as well, but the Fool has other meanings, such as starting a brand new cycle, being a bit more present. The Hanged Man is always a leap of faith card for me because we're stuck with a decision. Left path, right path, stick, twist. Problem is you're looking for guarantees. Life doesn't work like that. Well, they're looking for guarantees. Upright position, stuck there, but having a shift in perspective. That shift in perspective is towards the 4 of Cups in the reverse. So upright position, staring at the 3 cups, stuck, bored, jaded, fed up, cloud, hag, cup, no opportunities. Upright position, missing out on opportunities, can't see the wood for the trees. Reverse position, still in it, going maybe there's better opportunities or options out there. Empress in the reverse. Okay, so this could represent you. It's falling in the same position as the Justice card. It might be that you start to pull your energy back as you want to go into that World card. It could be them accepting that you're not their person. Right, let's continue. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. 8 of Cups in the reverse. Right, yeah. I think it's you pulling that energy back. And then they're in fear. Oh, no, I'm going to lose my meal ticket here. Okay. They know that they need to go in a new direction because they don't really love you, right? Walking away, leaving the 8 cups behind. Holding on. Holding on to something emotionally that no longer serves us. Or them in this case. Overall outcome card. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Knights forward motion, don't have the knowledge or experience of the kings and the queens, more so than the pages. This knight's rushing forwards to take action. It's in the reverse position. I think it's them not making a move. Okay, not getting out of dodge, not running off, whatever the situation is. Obstacles or blockages. Nine of Swords. Right, so you're the person in bed, head in the hands, crying. It talks about periods of stress, sleepless nights, and depression. The swords here represent a ladder. What you're being asked to do, which you're not doing or you've not been doing, is change the mindset. Where's your worth and value? Why are you letting somebody treat you this way? You've decided it's not going to work. You've decided it's toxic. You're watching this reading because you have suspicions. So first step is to change the mindset. Removing any blockages. Nine of Cups in the reverse. So Cups, Water, Emotions, Nice Reflection card. So pretty much the same as the Nine of Pentacles this. Questioning, is there any more I can give on an emotional level? But in this case, because it's coming up as removing any blockages, this is never going to lead to any emotional abundance. Okay, so yeah, a bit of holding on, coming to the acceptance that the cycle's complete, then going into a grieving mode about it. Nine of Pentacles, are you going, sod that, sod you, sod them, I'm off, I'm out of here, I've given everything I can do, watch me rise, or are you going, settle? My fear is settling, right? They're kind of starting to realise that you're kind of onto them. So, you know, they start then worrying about this money situation, because I do feel like it's money. I think that they know that if they go it alone, they're not going to have the cash cow that they've had previously. So they're emotionally holding on and they're not making a move. Right, so let's go on to the final row. So this is based within the next 6 months. Tend to find it goes chronological. Outcome card 6 months from now. Okay, if you're still stuck around and you're not subscribed, please do give me a subscribe. Hit us a like. If you want to ask any questions, pop them in the comments, etc, etc. Like I say, personalised readings, video description, you can find the link in there. Right, so back onto you for the final time. Two of Swords, yeah, you're settling. You're settling. Oh, I suppose this is the best I'm going to get. Right, so Two of Swords, so you're the lady there, cross swords, decisions, left path, right path, stick or twist. Problem is you've got blindfold on, burying your head in the sand about the situation. Going to keep this one nice and simple, infinity loop. This is keeping you in this karmic connection. You've then got the Four of Cups in the upright, so you're now stuck, bored, jaded, fed up, missing out on opportunities. Right, let's continue. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Sun card in the reverse. Right, so Queen of Pentacles, Queen's feminine energy. I'm going to say this is you. The Queen of Pentacles in the upright position is kind, caring, loving, devoted. She's cradling the pentacle like a baby there. It's in the reverse position, so it can talk about kind of pulling your energy back. I don't want to say that you are doing it. I mean, you might be doing it again. I kind of feels more that you're not nurturing yourself. Sun card in the reverse. So the Sun card's a fixed card. It's the most positive card in the deck. It means the birth of something new. Now, in the reverse position, this often indicates to me that the universe wants to provide you this Sun card, whatever, life or relationship outside of this, but you ain't going to get it until you make the shift and the change. Something tangible might happen for you to go, I could have that. I could have that life. I could have that type of person. And sometimes it acts as a bit of what I call a kicker card. So it gives you a boot up the backside to start making the change. Overall outcome card. Yeah, he's still not doing it though. Star card in the reverse. So the star card talks about hopes, dreams, aspirations, wishing on a bigger star. Okay, yeah, when it's in the reverse position, starting to realise that that's evaporating. I kind of want to say it's you giving up on that star card potential. Obstacles or blockages. Five of Wands. So we call this the fight or fallout card. It can sometimes indicate frustration. I feel it's frustration. I think you kind of sat there, you're just getting frustrated about the situation. I feel like with this collective, you've been on this merry-go-round time and time and time again. You pull your energy back for a bit, they kind of come forwards a bit, and then, yeah, again, it's the same situation. Removing any blockages. World card in the reverse. So the world's the last major arcanas again. Yeah. We've had this, haven't we? So, yeah, basically, you need to understand that although you are at the moment accepting this cycle's over, you keep pulling yourself back into it, okay? This person for me, 100%, they're just with you for the money. And I'm not saying that you have lots and lots of money and you're a sugar daddy or anything along those lines, but it's like you're funding their projects, you're funding their lifestyle, and that's all they want you for. Okay, so let's go on to the final spread for them. We'll wrap this up. Right, Hierophant in the reverse, Nine of Swords in the reverse, Six of Pentacles back again, 100%, 100%. Right, so Hierophant in the reverse. Right, so the Hierophant's one of the Divine Masculines. Is Divine Masculine on a more spiritual based level. Relates to my star sign of Taurus, so it can talk about sticking some kind of tradition. Reverse position, breaking away from that. The other way we can go is going on a journey of self-discovery, learning more about who we are, going on that spiritual path, learning, developing, etc. Not doing that. Hold fire. Nine of Swords in the reverse, so they're now changing the mindset, and then we've got the Six of Pentacles back again, keeping their abundance, their cash flow level. Okay. Six of Cups in the reverse. King of Swords. Right, so Cups, Water, Emotions, upright position. This is about emotional balance, equal give and take. We've got one character giving the other cup of flowers. It's in the reverse position. So that's falling in line with that Queen of Pentacles. So that's you pulling that energy back. And then again, they're like, oh no, what am I going to do? They're emotionally pulling away from me. I know, I'm going to go in as a King of Swords. Mr. Logical, I'm going to talk them down from this. Problem is, the reality is they're that narcissist. Overall outcome card. Death card in the reverse. Death card, fixed card, rebirth. It's about shedding old skin. Cutting somebody out, ending something. Right? So in the upright position, the universe steps in and does that for you. Reverse position, you're being asked to do a self-imposed death card. Okay? I think they're resisting the death card. Rather than activating it, because they're too bothered about keeping you to keep their balance in play. I think something's going to happen. I think they're going to get a warning shot from the universe that you end this, or there's going to be trouble, and I don't think they're going to do it. Okay, obstacles or blockages. Hanged Man in the reverse. So again, Leap of Faith card. Hanged Man in the reverse can talk about sod it, I'm going for it. This case, wait. Okay, removing any blockages. Three of Pentacles. Collaboration card again. You deserve somebody that you can build with. You deserve somebody with longevity. Okay, that is, you're not getting this in this situation. Okay, so yeah, this person's using you. They're using you for some kind of, I want to say money purposes, nothing more, nothing less. Every time you pull your energy back, they come back in a panic, they talk you round, and you can just keep pulling yourself in this. This is a karmic connection. It's not going anywhere. Okay, find the strength to leave. Find the strength to go in your own direction. Sack this piece of shit off, please. So there you go. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and like. So if you want a personalised reading, that's a you and them fully loaded reading, £50, same day guaranteed. You can book phone and video chat from 20. I'll say good luck. You can do it. Promise you. You've got to be brave enough. I'll say ta-ta for now.